Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, riveting, and amazing Propagandacast with me, your host and Pearl Lane, the one and only Master Propaganda Hero, like defender of the fatherland, off here to 2v2 on the road to Primasolle. In the northwest, we have Greyfox and Skeng fighting here for the German army, Deutschland, here with his 26th Panzer Division, with a Kettenkrad bike. Start here with some pioneers and Panzers snug into the mix as well. Skeng straight into battlefield espionage. In the southeast is Maplepine and Infowars, with a double sapper, double sword near start. And we got, of course, armoured here for the Americans. Even just the British and the Wehrmacht to sort of make their pick to delve into their battle group of their choice. As always, big hearty thanks to my patron supporters for continuing generous and heroic support with the Propagandacast, and a big thanks to those who keep commenting and liking my videos. It helps out immensely with the YouTube algorithms. MD42 there for Greyfox. Section out there for Maplepine. So we're off here, and of course here the Germans are definitely emphasizing some more swift traversal there across the ground to capture points as fast as possible with bikes and Kettenkrad. So that's some rapid maneuvering here. Vickers following up, well, not because 30 cal left in wars, as the 30 cal of course has now become fairly standard part of the US metagame. Panzer Grenadiers on the way there for Skeng. Grabbing the center here with the Pioneers. All very quiet here in the south here. Panzer being attacked by sappers, moving in from south sides here, catching the crossfire. Very solid tactical play there by Maplepine, though probably more by accident than intent, I don't know. We'll have ultimate, probably will never know, though it does. I'll end up working out quite well there. Grenadiers name for Greyfox. Bit surprised they did go for the MD42 first. Feels like there might be a bit more return out to the MD4 to the out, but that may just be brief and temporary. We'll have to see. Now dying after the bike, German troops pushing in there, of course, making sure they concentrated for concentrated fire there. Bike, though, getting rather roughed up by the sappers. And we got Air&Sea for Maplepine. Not too surprising, that has, at least from team games, been seeing a notable rise in popularity. That just leaves Greyfox 13 here to make his battle group choice. Smoke deployed here on the tower here to keep the German machine gunners from able to do anything. Rapid, quick tactical response there by Infowars. Assault engineers, so there's the Pioneers. The Pioneers there are almost getting taken out, and we got the assault close machine gun. Didn't have the means, of course, for a shatter charge, but he was up close, but also probably just Greyfox doesn't know that. Like, sometimes there's that bit of informational fog of war where, like, you know, your opponent has to, like, you know, make a certain decision, and while they have to, like, you know, just base it off, like, what happens if they're wrong, in which case, see, that'd be a satchel charge. Grenadiers on the way there for Greyfox. Panzer Grenadiers more here for Skeng. In the south, bike goes pop there. And a bit of a anticlimactic explosion there.
Mechanized research initiated.
And some quick mines here out of Maplepine. More sections and more 30 cals meanwhile on the way for the Americans. So far, Germans are encountering some difficulties. A lot of their engagements, Mechanized Support Center for Infowars, Field Infirmary there, and we got the Light Support Company. There's a lot going on here, and we got the Kettenkrad sort of hanging back here. The driver just hoping to be not noticed. Alright, if I hide behind this wall, maybe the commander won't notice me. Wait, how's that supposed to work? And more crucially, why am I talking to myself like this? And he's being forced with the Coh3 TK bolt action rifle engaging the scouts there. With the accuracy you expect of a bunch of third-rate grenadiers out of Hamburg. Ambulance on the way there for Greyfox. Was a prime target for the Americans. Once they discover it, Pioneers win the Flammenwerfer. And we got 30 cal there, all the way up on the top of the tower there, firing down quite dramatically. With a multi of Greyfox supposed to blast out the Americans. Jorgen! Quickly, call headquarters. We need a Granatenwerfer. A Granatenwerfer? Yeah, stop repeating me. Get it in there before we get murdered by that American Maschinengewehr. Kettenkrad there popping in. Machine gun ring up, set up here across the 30 cal for now. South side here, it's Skeng versus Maplepine. Still there fighting out in the vineyards here. Bit of skirmish, we got some recce packages up. We got the mortar out there. We got the ambulance moving in. Ready to give the Germans a bit of a shot of poverty, perhaps. And we got an M16 there for Infowars. We also got their rapid deployment, so he can get out his anti-aircraft attacks very fast and give the Germans up north here a bit of a hard time. Worth noting, Greyfox, besides not having picked up battle group yet, has also not teched up yet. And also very crucially, he doesn't have Luftwaffe, so he can't just, you know, drop in the LD-40s in a pinch. More to fire there, deploying smoke in front of the machine gun, could push in. Got the Pioneer squad flanking, but already there running some issues. Of course, the Pioneer flank does provide some crucial extra information. A, there's another machine gun here to find the first one. Good layered defense there by Infowars. But also, of course, we have the M16 here. So, I think it becomes apparent for Greyfox here this assault is going to go very poorly, though he still pops the grenades inside the tower. I don't think that's going to work out well for the Grenadiers in the long run. And I think Greyfox is very quick to realize he's going for the Panzer Grenadier Company, so we're definitely looking at some Pak-40s here. Though arguably Luftwaffe and maybe an armored car with a Panzerbuchse might have been better to due to the, well, sheer size that's up here. And the many buildings which could like just make weaving around a Pak-40 not too difficult here for Infowars. Pak-48 called in here by Skeng. A Panzerabwehrkanone 38. With a Pak-40 of course there for Greyfox 13. Section C to the center here, victory points wise, we've got almost a triple capture from the Allies and the Germans. M16 are ripping the way here through Greyfox's lines as they complete collapse, the lack of infantry. And of course anti-tank guns makes it very easy for the M16 to just cut its way through the Germans. Back at base here, Recce section on the way. Scouts moving forward here, covered by the M16.
Securing our capture point.
Bazookas here for Infowars, clearly concerned about enemy light vehicles. Possibly an Akrat here, or maybe again the 2-1 there. Possibly sure it doesn't get like completely stuffed.
Commander, it's done.
Got the Funk Panzerwagen here as Skeng turns to German illusionary trickery to hide the men in the bloody open.
Bazooka squad reporting in.
Territory belongs to the USF.
And he's pushing the scouts here. But they're low and healthy in particular this squad, so Greyfox, I think, definitely committing a bit incorrectly. Probably should have got them healed up one way or the other. South British force moving up here as we see Skeng moving towards the center. Gonna have to make this work soon. And there you go, caught here by the Vickers. But there you go, assault grenades going, assault going in there. Just a lot of grenades. Humber though counter-attacking, putting a bit of a spanner in the works here, but there you go, Pak-38 almost there to fire. He's trying to bid into the line of fire there, but Skeng or Maplepine perhaps sensing something is being used to the train here to at least minimize potential incoming Pak fire. Up north, the assault is going on here towards the northern villa, but it's going off very slowly, also very narrowly, which makes it much easier for Info to hold up, though. For some reason, drives straight in front of the Pak-40 and just loses M16, and that was tactically not advisable, to put it generously. But there you go. We see here, and Maplepine suddenly just doing the same kind of mistake. They're driving in his Humber quite aggressively and getting pulverized. So, that was definitely tactically odd there from both allied players. They just kind of threw away some very good light vehicles for seemingly no good reason. Which is great for the Germans, so that's the kind of victory they definitely need after a rough start. You know, getting some of those key allied units seen blown up there definitely gives that nice morale boost. We did it, Heinz! We're heroes! Yeah! Now to deal with the rest of them. Trying to salvage here while under fire is a bold choice here, but Skeng, not what I'd necessarily recommend. I also feel here for Greyfox, he really wants to like try and flank around and attack from the north, try and catch the Americans a bit further off guard, run the attack up here through a pair of bottlenecks into like where most of the American guns are aimed. Not exactly a recipe for a greatly smooth attack. Got Maplepine there with his commandos equipped with their Sten gun Mark 2 Mark S. Sten gun Mark 2S. Sorry about that. Haven't slept too well tonight. Machine then troubled with the assault use double flamethrowers. They're absolutely roasting the unfortunate machine crew there alive. About to get wiped there. And routed. 30 cal there pushed back. 30 cal holding up here. Granny's pushing in. He's firing down at them.
Enemy infantry. We're tracking them on 300 points.
Panzer being in south east. Panzer Grenadiers, they're being brought up for Greyfox. Tank depot already for Infowars. Certainly highlighting just the current Allied strength in the situation on the battlefield. They're just so far ahead already. Again, German tactics have proven to be not exactly adequate, but we finally do see Skeng here waking up and making a broader push into the southeast, completely cutting up like a good part of the Allied front. I'm going to get the few points here, which would be huge for the Germans. But again, really highlights a bit there some tactical issues, I'd say. We also finally got Greyfox back in the northeast. Again, the Germans, I think, got way too focused on too small part of the map there. Nothing to really show for it, which really has allowed, again, Infowars to sort of rush ahead here. And Maplepine is probably not too far off either. Meanwhile, the Germans, not exactly fuel-wise in a great position. They won't be able to push their armor right away unless, say, Greyfox decides to go for the Stu-Gs, which, going by the typical number of Allied players doing that, or Axis players, is, you know, low. And of course, the number of Allied players going for the Stu-G is somewhere close to zero, except for the few that somehow manage to salvage a Stu-G from their enemy, which again, very low number, I'm sure of. Not that I have any statistics, but I'm confident I can say that. So the Germans there finally getting up the pace again there, making a bit more use of the larger size of the map to maneuver about here. But they're also significantly behind the victory points, and Greyfox probably still has yet to pick a battle group. So, German army here has to start making some tactically effective decisions here before they get stuffed. Kenkrat knocked up north here, hit a mine. Good mine, of course, there with the Allies. Grenadiers panzer charging forward here with no support from the mortar, no smoke. The machine is also in trouble. Good effective defense here by Infowars on the eastern side of the villas square there. A lot of engagements. Got some Panzer Grenadiers there with a BAR. I imagine they salvaged from the Allied light vehicle. Because there's no other way they could have gotten it. Like, the Americans haven't gotten a rifle squad with bars, and the British don't get bars, so they had to salvage that courtesy here, of course, of pillage, whatever it's called there. Machine gun essence are being blasted up north. The German soldier continues ruthlessly ordering his men forwards. Greyfox just hand waves away all the casualties. And asked about them by his subordinates. Meanwhile, it would appear that Skeng is bringing in more Pak 38s and Greyfox is bringing in more Panzer Grenadiers with a Sturmgewehr. As for the Allies, I mean, Infowars is not far away from just a regular Sherman, though, of course. He's going to go for the Sherman EC-8 here. As for Maplepine, could start training up Crusaders soon, at which point the Germans will definitely need more anti-tank guns for the time being. Almost got the flak feeling half-track here, but no, looks like it narrowly managed. Really close call there by Skeng, and honestly not something I'd advise in most cases. That was definitely pushing like a bit too much there. Mortar functions rain down from above here on the advancing Allied forces. They try to make their way across the now battered plaza there. Pak 38 spinning up. Flak feeling calls in heavy new repairs. Got the command side work there. Good Crusader tank for Maplepine and Sherman EC-8 for Infowars. Very much as expected. No sign of any tech here from the Germans further. Because, I mean, Greyfox does a lot of fuel, but Skeng, though, is a bit more short-handed in terms of fuel. The Greyfox could arguably go for the Panzer Company, of course, start pushing for Stu's. It could also start, going for a battle group. At this stage, it does feel like it's going to be mechanized for some Panthers. It could still be breakthrough for the Tiger tank. But I feel like at the moment, the metagame is switching more towards Panthers. There we go, Panzer Army Commander there for Skeng. At this rate, meaning Greyfox going to be alone without, a big tank building, but also crucially without a battle group. Does make you wonder what Greyfox is scheming here. And there goes Sherman easy charging forward there. Brad Pitt crashing across that little pond there, what you want to call that.
Territory lost.
Blasting German troops there with a 7.6mm gun. Not that it was actually very good at dealing with Dark and infantry. In fact, that was one of the reasons Sherman crews preferred the 75mm gun.
Being neutralized.
Little fun side fact there. Well, in game, it's fairly solid. It's an Austrian Crusader tank here with the damaged engine. Panzers pushing forward, grenades being flung here. British forces kept the nerve, did retreat into the grenade there. Good move by Maplepine, if intentional. Certainly seeing some promise for Maplepine up here. Starting to beat up more aggressively. And his forces are starting to fall behind here. So this could definitely be the beginnings of the Germans war seriously getting the foot in there. Pack 40 up chart here for Greyfox. Maplepine desperately trying to salvage the Crusader, and we got a Scot now out here for Infowars. Normally, typically see that before the EC8 here, but Infowars decided, you know, he wants to do it his way. EC8 rushing forwards. Two full Panzerwagens here out for Skeng. And more caches there out of Infowars. This time a fuel cache. Interestingly enough, it's going for one all the way up there rather than here close to the base. But then again, this is also kind of close to the enemy front line because, again, Greyfox isn't particularly great up north there. Attacks again, he just keeps attacking across the same very narrow point of the map here. Stockkasse Fuss here for Skeng. What a tank. Greyfox, though, does finally take up the Panzer Company. Tragically no Stooks. And still no battle group. I mean, we'll have to see what he goes for, but again, I'm kind of getting the instinct it's going to be Panthers. But again, it could be break front Tiger tanks he'll try to do.
Enemy activity near our munitions point.
Panzer the trying again to attack here. Straight ahead. Gonna be tough to try and attack forwards with the pack forwards unless it sets some good angles, because it's gonna be easy for the Americans to both A, get some distance, but also maybe launch a flank attack there on the anti-tank guns. It's not exactly great terrain for that, unless Infowars suddenly starts playing. South side here, British Panzers Puny are making way forward. Center, we got German forces and force commandos dropping an ambush there. Popping off a mill bomb right in the midst, doing a lot of damage, but flak finish to the rescue ensures that Skeng doesn't get too terrified by those commandos. And now we got the push forward here. American forces withdrew, allowing the pack forces to walk east and move up here and set up within the plaza. Great there. EC in fact heavily damaged. Also the fuel cache is really far ahead. I feel like this is really risky, honestly, though, by Infowars again. I feel like at least this fuel point will be a bit more safe and makes sense. But it does require, of course, the Greyfox actually managed to, for once, actually get close enough to shoot at it. Scott, though, there, firing smoke screens, no white phosphorus for once.
Commander, we've lost the sector.
The Pioneers are getting ripped apart. He generally just, again, two narrow attacks here from Greyfox, which, again, makes it very easy for Infowars to overall contain them. Like, had he, you know, snuck in some forces from up north here, he probably could have caught that 30 cal there from a bad angle and cleared it out. Or a good angle, depending on perspective. But again, he just keeps attacking for these 2 points here. I mean, if anything, I'm surprised Infowars hasn't just tried lining these points here in this part of the map. Further south here, British forces trying to break into the southern half of the map again. But Skeng is proving to be a pretty tough opponent and is making use of the Panzerwagen tank to ambush the Crusader tank pretty effectively. Look at that.
Sherman 105, ready for field ops.
And we got the pack 30, it's all trying to drop. We got anti-tank gunners at it. Still, Crusader goes down. Stinging blow there to Maplepine, and he's also got the incendiary bombardment run though for some potential, well, incendiary bombardment of the Germans. In this case, no, it's actually not the incendiary, it's the loiter. Silly Dane. I feel like that was a bit of a waste there. Too easily dodged by a lot of light vehicles. And there you go, shot down by the flak feeling there. Under from Sherman out here for Infowars to further try and break the stalemate up north here. But, I mean, Greyfox just continues to attack head on, and it just seemingly the entire northern half of the map has just ceased to exist for him. He does have a Panther at least finally. There's still no battle group. Kind of comfortable, but improvised armor there out of Infowars, thumbs up. Grant's away from Maplepine, thumbs up to that as well. And we got more Struckers of Fuzzers here out for Skeng. Still no tanks. Plentiful, they're providing some covering there from the packs, but still I feel like this could go very poorly. Also, I'm surprised they didn't try to deal with the machine gun first before the packs, but almost getting hit. Greyfox's machine gun team. Oh, he gets away? That is absurdly lucky there for the Germans. That's only the only way to describe it. Meanwhile, second Stucker's out here for Greyfox. For Skeng. And from by the Sherman Easy 8 here. 30 cal using the pond there for cover. Albeit very wet cover. And there you go, Stucker's unleashing massive rocket barrage. Also, quick note there about the Stucker's. The way they actually reloaded these things is by just adding new boxes to the sides. These were just disposable wooden crates the rockets were shipped in, so they could just like remove them, slap on a new pair of crates there. Little fun fact there about the Wolframen system. It could even be fired from more static positions. So fairly flexible in that way. People just tend to focus on the Stucker's itself. Anyways, anti-tank section of the Pentagonese. We've got more rocket strikes here. This time no hitting, absolutely sod all. Up north, we actually see that Greyfox actually managed to break through it despite everything from his own part. But we do get a counterattack here from Infowars. Grant's away from Maplepine. Good amount of smoke here. Actually, I'm not entirely sure to lay down the smoke, but it ends up benefiting Infowars as he's able to overcome the pack 40s quite well. Brad Pitts Easy 8 there, damage engine there. Pack wipe. Panther 4 dealing with 105 with Sherman. And the Grenadiers here are about to get wiped out. In fact, one squad is absolutely removed from the very face of this pixelated Earth as the German Panther move forwards. I want to withdraw that Scott a bit, though again, it is a Scott, so it is very tanky for a light vehicle in the game. And the South, the Commandos get done in here by German Panzer Grenadiers, armed to the teeth and clearly not up for any commando business. Greyfox has finally picked a battle group, by the way. He's gone for Mechanized. Meanwhile, Armoured versus Skeng, so that's going to be Tigers. And Greyfox, I imagine, will eventually possibly go for a Panther here. That single artillery they called in. That will certainly make Infowars' position here very difficult to maintain. Massive artillery strike going down here. Cash knocked out. Also, I'm not entirely sure the Germans really be, like just frivolously throwing away all that amount of artillery shells, because basically 1944 and 45 the Germans were generally suffering from massive shortages of artillery shells, unless they were like building up for like a really big offensive. There was typically like massive rationing of artillery across most parts of the front there, so you know, just vomiting out a artillery barrage like that is actually front side there, by the way. In the south here, the machine gun team absolutely devastated by the Stucker's. As the ground moves in, we got a lot again here from Maplepine. Catching German forces in a bit of a pinch awkward position. Funkpanzerwagen could be a nice target, but he's going here for the troops is dead. We got the Grant being hit with the magic incendiary arm-piercing rounds because those did not exist. Charging up the flak fin, Darlow into tank grenades off, and the Grant goes down. Seems a bit of a reckless push. The Maplepine has actually got next to nothing left now. Good golly. That is not looking great there for the British. Needs to be a bit more careful there about the casualties. Some rather questionable decisions clearly made there, even if I end up focusing too much in the north. So now the Germans really holding a lot of the cards here. We got more salvaging there. Alright, Fritz, let's see what we find inside of this thing. Why was the British have this? I don't know, maybe they stole it from the Americans. If it's... Oh, they're the British, oh, never mind. Panther taking blast with the 2 Panthers pulling in here for Greyfox. Fresh ground out. Second EC8. And we even got an anti-tank half-deck here out of Infowars. That is a very interesting choice. Clearly, I think, imagine just, you know, wants more anti-tank assets fast, plus in this case a bit of artillery additionally, so... Very interesting choice. Definitely not expecting that, and I imagine the Germans weren't expected either. But yeah, Maplepine needs to definitely work a bit on the unit preservation. Sonia's taken out. Enforced 100 infantry, Penforce dashing forwards here. Into the half tracks, the Shermans. Tiger Beak point activated. Knocked out, though, completely crashed here by German artillery here. Another... Wow, he had 2 of them ready in such short notice. That's kind of nuts. White Fuzz plot against the Pack 40. Good move there. Second EC8 arriving there. Meanwhile, Brad Pitt charging through here. Greyfox's positions are getting overrun here beneath the Patton-esque blitzkrieg here out of Infowars. Packs white. This is devastating. He could actually like flank into the rear line here now of Skeng and do immense amounts of damage. They need to get this Sherman out of there. Yeah, that kind of cuts down that idea, I think. Yeah, that was huge. We do see Greyfox with another Panda falling away there, though. Yeah. Had he just kept driving into it with and not kind of immediately, of course, hit all those Pack 38s, they could have done some serious damage. Should have caught like the Stukas of Fusus and the Ambulance, which possibly also left Skeng very much rudderless. So with that move, at least, that's a huge blow there to the Germans. We can all see there now we got 2 grants up there for Maplepine. Skeng there. I imagine it's just holding out for a Tiger tank, but that could be alongside these losses here to Greyfox, the possible way there for the Allies to win if Skeng is still now going to try and hold out for a Tiger tank.
Assault engineers are entering the
In
field.
particular, if Maplepine A goes more grants and B doesn't throw away more of his units pointlessly.
A victory point is under attack. We must act.
Infantry-wise, we all see Greyfox is quick running out there. Of them. Got another Lloyd unleashed here. Maplepine very keen on unleashing those Lloyders. France in the south pushing through here.
Sector's gone. We must take it back.
With very limited infantry support falling for the centre as well. We've got 270 or 280. Up north here we see more attempts by Infowars now to really sort of break through out of the northern class and I think hit into Skeng's rear lines. As again, Skeng currently has just the Pack 38s and I guess the buffed anti-tank grenades are the battle group. But beyond that, he's kind of like, you know, exposed. And we got a 3rd grant there for Maplepine. More assault units for Infowars. Things are certainly a bit of a flux here up north. Sneaking back with Pioneers there. Not a bad idea. I do wish Greyfox make more use of this northern path for more than just that. Another anti-tank half-deck here out of Infowars. Very dedicated to them.
The enemy have taken territory from us.
Probably more dedicated than the actual Americans were to anti-tank half-decks because they end up shipping off most of them to the Soviets once they got the M10 tank destroyer. Fun fact. More grounds rolling forwards. Bit of quiet here back at the German base. Maplepine rushing ground southwards. 252 versus 180. So there is definitely gone.
Up. We're down to 250 points.
Greyfox, of course, getting plenty of time to rebuild, but of course so is Maplepine. In the south here, we got the punch being struck here by the grunts. May want to keep the grunts at least somewhat closer together so we can support each other in case of any surprises out of Skeng or possibly Greyfox. Center remains firmly German for now. If the Allies control these areas here, that could also become a bit of risk there with a good pincer attack. Right. And then advance, thumbs up to Infowars, though the flak filling, of course, kind of undercuts that entire advance there. Oh dear, looks like Infowars going to do something, and again, note he's going to attack from a... I thought he was going to attack from a more broader path. The instinct up behind us is going to go for a more shallow flank, but... alas, can't everything. Could also be the pathing that just sabotaged him. Okay, we got loiters, we got the assault ability out there as well from Maplepine. Yeah, it looks like they're actually going for like a... potentially... bigger pincher attack, you're right. Yeah, it kind of looks like it, even if the execution is looking messy. You can see that the Germans are packing, in particular Skeng just rushing Stukas of Fusan's Pack 38s, so even if the execution is, you know, leaving a bit to be desired, it's clearly having an intended effect, which is the Germans are kind of scattering about here, allowing the Allies to move a bit further closer there. So, I mean, thumbs up there to the Allies. Very nice to see that.
All crews, repair and refit at once.
Quickly doing some self-repair there for Infowars. German troops rushing forwards. Grants doing what they can, of course. Still need to be careful of the Pack 38s. We got some commandos actually dropping in here from Maplepine. Going forwards again.
Reports of enemy movement near our victory point.
Seems like Infowars has far from had enough. And there you go. ACC. We got Primasolle for Greyfox. Eine Panzerkampfwagen 5. Meanwhile, Brad Pitt there clearing out German gun crews with contemptuous ease. Machine's about to go wiped out. Germany's hitting a mine there. Damaged engine. Still, the damage has been done here to Greyfox. In the south here, dueling continues. Got the Pack 30s moving. There we go. Panzer Grenade Squad got Skeng there, really struggling whilst he's waiting up for the Tiger tank here. But Grant, he could get knocked out. He should have auto-told fire, by the way. Bit of a trick there is, you know, ordering your tanks to hold fire means it becomes a bit hard for the units to just fire back at it, because again, it won't get away to position. So sometimes, at like max range, you can avoid, you know, for example, around this area that you can actually get a shot off and take off your tank. So, bit of advice there. More caches there for Infowars. So many caches. Meanwhile, more sappers there for Maplepine. More grenadiers he acted at Greyfox at this point. Interesting choice, but we do have the Panther here, the Panzerkampfwagen 5. Ausführung D. Early model. There's the Model D there. And we got almost a triple cap here from the Allies and the Germans. Pushing forward here undercover that Skeng artillery barrage here. Stukas as well, they're absolutely just pummeling, and the anti-tank half-track just gets ripped apart there. Beneath the absolute storm there. EC-8 here withdrawing as German panzers loading forward. There you go, a lot of call in to keep the Germans advancing further here. Good coordination between Maplepine and Infowars there. Thumbs up. Southern Victor point theoretically open to a push here. 124, 138. Germans need to, well, get active again here. And we got their Infowars with another Sherman EC-8. The Skeng, he has finally gone for a Tiger tank here, sent in from the 508th Schwerer Panzer Abteilung. That provides, of course, him with some heavier armor as well there. And an actual tank. Oh, the Stukas barrage in the center. Germany, 105 Sherman, they could get knocked out. But no, narrowly escapes. For now at least. But yeah, he's not range hold fire here, so he could go into position with the pack gunners if they were within range.
Victory point now under enemy control.
224, 124 bazooka team there. Might just to push the luck beyond breaking point. More massive rocket barrages looks like here. Maplepine getting ready for another attempt to flank for the south here. Tiger tank being dispatched to deal with this breakthrough attempt there by the British. North east is moon catching the grenadiers up north here. Tiger versus anti-tank sections. Tiger, unsurprisingly, wins, as the boys' anti-tank rifle was never intended to even remotely deal with a Tiger tank. Starstorm for Greyfox, briefly considered, but discarded.
Commander, we've lost the sector.
Tiger tank spotting the commandos, trying to hide out there, but is spotted, kind of running the ambush quite effectively. Sir, I think the Germans have spotted on nonsense. Poof. Sir, half the squad is gone. They still haven't seen us. It was just a fluke. Okay, moving in the tanks to assist more southwards. Very good. Seems like he's kind of almost like discarded Greyfox as an effective force, which isn't exactly great. You got a Panther and a Panther for your opponent decides while you're not a threat. 124-1. Germans definitely need to do something here drastic. We got Crusaders now being brought up from Maplepine. Triple E6 on the move. Of course, got the Ace one there with Brad Pitt. Actually, I do wonder what that gets. There. Increased H ability. Oh, yeah, I remember that. And rate of fire rotation rate.
Territory sector claimed by the enemy.
Something's going on there.
Point.
These easy hits. Meanwhile, going for the southern victory point. We got 91 points left for the Germans. 91. Branch striking back though.
They've captured a victory point.
And we got some fighting positions out of Infowars. Another Panther for Greyfox. Is they're going to turn into a bigger battle, isn't it? You need a north routed. Tiger on the move, Baker's recruit. Tiger inching forwards. Shots fired. Vickers immediately wiped. I'm not entirely sure what Maplepine was expecting there against the Tiger tank with the two-man Vickers crew. Swimming forwards here. Maplepine again. Running in some tactical issues here. It looks like Infowars is about to try and resolve them from with the type or Sherman EC8 flank there. Okay, now I think it's the time for Maplepine to strike because Infowars seems to be going in there and he's going to be drawing a lot of fire there. Popping H-trap down the Tiger or the EC8 Ace. But gets knocked out there in a storm of armor pinching shells. Brad Pitt, of course, flung out there by stunt crews before they themselves consumed by the fires of the tank. Panthers and Panthers looking for a big armor push here out of the Germans. Tigers and Panthers, oh my.
A Sherman EC8 has arrived.
Another EC8 out. Grant's pushing in from the south here. Going forward to 89. They could be looking at one hell of a tank battle here. Just both sides are willing to commit to it. There we go. Commander snuck in. EC8's Grant's moving in. Here's so many guns blazing. Pentagon has been caught in this storm of high explosives are just eradicated. One pack in fact gets wiped out. That's pretty big. Crusader flanking in here. Tiger tank spotted. Allied armor slowing down for a bit of a break, it seems. Much to the Germans' relief, I imagine.
Hellcat has been completed.
The Hellcat's out there now for Infowars as well. And there we go. Got the flak feeling. The assault is underway again, and we got here loiters called in on the Tiger. Panthers now taking on the Grants. Rocket strikes fighting into the midst here of things. Massive explosions. Panthers in trouble. Panthers charging through. Almost got the Tiger tank. Low on health. Panthers also in trouble. German lines are fragmenting here under the sledgehammer blows of the armored fist of democracy and the British Empire combined. Almost got the image. The 105 Sherman goes down. Panthers about to get kaput. Sherman knocked out. Here we got 66 to 4.
Sherman EC8 isn't hailing us. It's gone.
Loiter got one of the Panthers. And just one Panther to go here, plus the Panther 4 and the Tiger tank. The Allies are for now holding back a bit there. 204 61.
Movement near victory point.
I'll try and grab the southern victory point.
We have a Hellcat reporting for duty.
More Hellcats out for Infowars. And what is this?
A victory point is under enemy.
We got that ability of the French from grabbing points. Like decap they can, but they can't actually capture them. Can't remember the name of it. It's so rarely utilized, but Maplepine decided to use it right here at all times. That's actually not bad. Thumbs up, but yeah. It's such underutilized ability. Ooh, Westall is caught by Stukas barrage. They are utterly evaporated. More Crusaders for Maplepine. $204 versus 57. Sitting up to the southern victory point here. Bit of quiet again between the two sides. Bit of respite. For an otherwise cataclysmic battle here with countless tanks knocked out. And more likely to come. Skeng's Teagle on the move again. Meanwhile, Greyfox's Panthers receiving priority repairs. Maplepine just hitting that Crusader button as hard as his mouse allows him, or his keyboard hotkeys. Unleashing a full wall into that southern point. Another Panther for Greyfox. Tiger Tank achieving that glorious veterancy too. Sappers Assault is busy fixing up all those American tanks. Bit of skirmishing for the southern victory point. Tiger Tank nearby, Pack 30 recruit. Bazooka teams being inched forwards here. And up north here, Panther breaching here. He's trying to breach here the American defensive lines for 2, finding Air&Sea, getting blasted by the guns. Looks like the Yan's about to make a big push for the center. Okay, switching northwards here. They do split up, which does mean Maplepine again. He's a bit on his own, though he does have a lot of tanks now.
200 points remaining on
There you go. Easy, they're popping H-Rap. Panther getting swamped here. Armor absolutely not holding out against that many guns. The Panther falls no need was seen to assist, and the Panther was also too late. So that was definitely not a great move there for Greyfox when they made it easy for the Germans or the Americans to knock out his tank. And now they're charging forwards here, cutting their way through the, well, disintegrating German lines here. Panther here, watching as the Panther right next to explodes. Otto! No! Panther there is about to get knocked out. The assault continues in the south here. Maplepine exploiting this pincer maneuver as well with the Crusaders going in very deep flank. 2 thumbs up. Loving to see that. Stukas of Fussers in the danger zone. Emden spotted by the British. Tally-ho, chaps. Spotted by Tiger Tank. Got a lot of calling as well here. Stukas of Fussers spotted by the Crusaders. Tiger Tank getting hammered here, but saved actually by the terrain. And the Grants are just more slowly advancing here, crashing the German front line here as the rear lines are getting absolutely decimated. Crusader keeps hunting down Stukas and Fussers. That was some very beautiful action there.
That's more like it. German Easy 8 reporting in.
Another easy out. Got the Stukas and Fussers there. Tiger Tank arriving, but the problem is right now, that's a Tiger Tank all the way back to the base and not the front line where the victory points are. So, yeah, this does look like GG. I mean, Greyfox has no tanks left, and again, the Tiger Tank is all the way over here.
Enemy down to only 50 points.
And the Axis are down to like less than 50 points, and the Allies are about to get a triple count. In fact, they just got it. So, at that stage, I think it's safe to say this is game over. Really well played by the Allies here towards the later game there. Some good flanks, some good pushes there. Germany, I think, A in part relied a bit too much on the initial successes. But also, tactically, needed to flank more. Like, they just kept attacking across very narrow arcs, making it very easy for the Allies to hold up against them.
Put the pressure on.
And I definitely think Skeng should have gone for some more tanks than just a single Tiger Tank and later a Panther 4 here. But there you go, GG, game over, an absolutely brutal and spectacular 2v2. So, hope you enjoyed it, hope you learned something from it. This is Imperial Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another Sonic episode. Bye everyone.